This weekend's adventure, I'm up here on Ampersand Mountain, and tomorrow's Mount Colden. Tomorrow's a high peak. I'm by myself, and it's gonna be fun. So I finished Ampersand Mountain. It's just a short hike. I ran most of it, so I did about an hour and 20 minutes. Tomorrow's a bit of a longer haul, but yeah, it's been fun. Missed my wife, but this is where the growth happens, man. I love it when it's raining. All right, and we're off. Mount Colden today. Had a great sleep. It's about 9 a.m. Yeah, gonna run this by myself, another solo day. The reason why I chose Mount Colden for a solo one today is because it's very flat all the way, good trail running. And then once we get to the base of the mountain, it's super steep. It's like a lollipop. You go out, do the climb, then on the way back it's a nice steady decline. And for trail running, I find sometimes the decline is actually my weakness, so that's why we're here, getting the work in. On my ultra races, usually what we do is you power hike uphill and then you run the flats and downs. I caught myself asking the question, why run all these miles? Why sign up for all these big races? And yeah, it's easy, man. I just got into this sport not that long ago, and I'm just exploring my body, seeing what my body's capable of doing. So to elaborate on the why I'm doing this, it's important to have something that's going to drive you to get out of bed and to chase those dreams. You know, before this whole ultra running thing, I was a musician chasing that dream. So it's always something that I'm very motivated towards, and it's not really a phase, it's you become obsessed. And when you get obsessed, that's whenever you see progress and you see things happen. Phelps and Marcy. Colden. All right, we are at the loop. So I just wanted to show you on my phone. I've been using all trails. So it's a 5 kilometer out. I'm gonna be taking a right and going around the loop. So I'll be taking right over here, that's my trail, and that's where I'll be coming back. It's always really clear where the trail is. If you're not sure though and you're on your own, I advise you to download All Trails, and you could use that app while being on airplane mode, and that way you won't get lost. trails are very muddy. It's bringing me right back to my 100-miler in Gaspé. So at the moment we're going around the lake here, and then we end up over there, and then we're going to be climbing up this mountain here. This is Colden. Get a better view from it here. So we came from there. We walked all the way around the lake, and we're gonna start over here and then climb up this mountain. As you see, Mount Colden, it's over here. High bear activity, check. Pretty steep here. You might not see it on camera, but this is where it gets pretty hefty, the climbing. Life will always be an uphill battle. That's why I like climbing these mountains. That's Algonquin, Iroquois, and Wright. Those are high peaks as well. You could do all three of those in one day. It's a fun one. Well, this is cool. Under a big rock right now. Colden. That's what we just came off of. Algonquin, Iroquois, Wright. Beautiful. RC right there. That's the Adirondacks highest peak. So yeah, again, the reason why I came out here to train today was because the way up was a quick ascent, so it was a good little leg burner. And then on the way back, because it's like a loop, it's like a slow and steady decline, and you know, it's technical footing. It's good practice, because usually whenever you're going downhill, you're constantly stopping yourself, so it's hard on the knees. So in my experience, whenever I did that 100-mile run and even other runs, 80, 100 Ks, after so long, you'd think going downhill would be easy, but it's actually way worse than you'd think. Really, really hurts when you're going downhill. So this is my training now, is trying to go down these mountains at a good steady pace and be comfortable with it. It's been a slow but steady decline. It's good though. Nice day. There you go, just finished the loop. Yeah, I moved really well today. I'm very happy. It was my first probably big workout since the 100 miles, so doing a lot of strength training these days, so it's nice to get the miles on my feet again. So that's Mount Colden all the way over there. That's what I just climbed. I've been out here for 5.5 hours. One thing I do as part of my training is going out depleted. So I had one banana this morning, and then throughout this whole run I had one RX bar. Obviously I brought extra stuff in case I got, you know, lost or if I got hurt. Obviously you got to be prepared for the worst, but yeah, today I've been doing this on an empty stomach, and it's all in preparation for some of the bigger races that I'm doing. Almost there, baby. Just on the bridge. It's funny, I've been asked like 4 times today what I'm training for. I guess I'm probably one of the only hardos out here running these trails. And we're all done. Okay, so we're on the road. One thing I've learned and one thing I took from this whole solo experience out here in the Adirondacks: navigation, man. You gotta know how to navigate through the trails. You know, we're very lucky these days with these iPhones, and I used AllTrails, and AllTrails basically told me exactly where to go. Whenever I wasn't sure where to go, I just pulled on my phone, and it works even whenever you don't have service. So what if you're carrying a phone and you're worried about it dying or whatever, like losing battery power? Well, then bring a power bank. That's what I did. So, you know, if I get stuck out there again for whatever reason, then I'm good to go. Just charge my phone.